Alright, this is a Christmas special for Pisces. This is actually the anniversary of my first video on my channel. Happened in 2019 when I decided to do a video trying to predict what people were going to get for Christmas. So I'm going to do something like that with the dice here, as well as do a reading for you, which is your relationship with food. That was I did for my channel as a parody, and now it's, hopefully you find the humor in it, but it has everything to do with what's going on right now, so we'll see how that works out. And we also have the channeled messages for you. So, I also have a link listed down below for tips and gratuities. It's Buy Me a Coffee. It's my actual thing that I use to power my channel. And if you do donate to the channel, I will give you a pagan blessing of abundance and prosperity. I think it will help out with 2022. Because, with everything going on, I think it's about time that somebody does something to that effect. And hopefully it helps out a little bit, at least to help you find a way out of a situation. But anyway, let's get into the reading with the first card. We have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is naive innocence, process towards wealth and personal gain, moving away from old ways into new growth and hard work. So you could actually be working really hard in order to eat, pay bills, stuff like that. So you're trying to be a good provider, which that's kind of what everybody's trying to do, but some people are losing their jobs in the process of that type of thing. So hopefully everything works out. All right. Anyway, we have second card, which is how to improve your relationship with food. We have the Ace of Cups. So a resolution of feelings, a false heart, joy tempered with tragedy, inconsistencies. So there might be kind of like eating fast food, junk foods, snacks, just anything that you can get your hands on, kind of like what I'm doing right now. I ate hot dogs for an entire week. What can I say? But they were like char dogs, so it's not all bad. But I feel like you're kind of eating the same way, like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, ramen, stuff like that. Just to make sure that you have enough money to pay bills and things. So, it's not all bad, but it's kind of like, it's inconsistent. It might hurt your stomach a lot of times, that type of thing. So, hopefully you get some sustenance and something that's nutritious every now and again. I myself had to have a salad today, so, that's a big thing. To always have some type of nutrition. Anyway, number 3, we have how can you eat instinctively, or intuitively. That's fine. So we have the 10 of Wands. So giving to excess, burdens, being controlled by possessions of faithful servants, and pressure of maintaining a lie or a disguise of selfishness, a loser of a dispute. So there might kind of be a point where you kind of have to either get help from somebody or actually have other things happen for you behind the scenes from like friends and family members, or take on like 6 jobs or something, which, I think that's everybody at the moment, but I feel like you're not telling people about it, so people might not know the struggle. Oh, there's so much struggle, it's ridiculous. But, yeah, I feel like you might be doing a lot more than people know about, so it's hard for you to, like, explain that you're having a difficult time of it, so that's probably what it is. But you're eating, that's the big thing, so. How can you fuel your body? We have 4, well, Nine of Swords. The Four of Swords is rest, so you might need to rest as well. But the Nine of Swords is anxiety over a loved one, worry, concern, a quarrel, or a major unhappiness, miscarriage, despair, suffering, sometimes death, or a disillusion of a situation. So there's something here that's making you either emotionally eat or want to work harder because of a situation that's happened. It could be emotional, it could be physical, it could be something else. But I feel like you might not be eating a lot. You might only be having 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day. So there's a kind of a disconnect with your habits of eating. So it might not be the most healthiest food, but it might be just to make sure that everything's together, and you have enough stuff going on. Alright, so see, something that your body is telling you. We have the Four of Swords. So rest after a long period of adversity, sleep and dreaming in solitude, temporary abandonment of a hemorrhage, and sometimes tomb or coffin, signifying the ultimate rest. So you might actually need to rest because you've been overworking yourself for a long time. I myself have been overworking myself, so I understand that. So you might need some days off or some self-care or just to sleep for a long period of time on your day off if you have one. So, that type of thing. So the channeled messages are long-term work, self-delusion that you think your winnings are able to pay off bills and debts. So there might not be enough for that because, fluctuation of everything. It's insane. So karma balancing out. A nightmare that's turning into all work yourself, but you do it anyway, but then you cry about it later. So you might be doing too much work and then you're crying about it later because you're hurting or you're exhausted or you can't really see the end in sight. It's kind of a constant, crazy nightmare, So I get that too. But you have to do what you gotta do, And then we have night shifts, work shifts, and insomnia. So you might be an insomniac where you're working 6 jobs. But yeah, I've worked 6 jobs actually, which was really hard to collaborate. But that was probably in 2012. I actually worked 6 jobs instantaneously. I would work 1 job in the morning, 1 job in the afternoon, and 1 job at night shift or freight shift. And it was weird because it was 2 hours away from each other, and I instantaneously scheduled them like that, where I would work part-time at all the jobs, but I'd have to be there at certain times and, work certain shifts, and I couldn't do a call-in either, where I could cancel, so it was just a pain in the ass. And then I would have the same days off. I would have 2 days off, and then I would work 2 days at each one of the jobs. And then 1 job, I was working 2 shifts on that job, so it was really interesting to actually have that type of work schedule. But it's exhausting, so I kind of get where people are coming from when they say that they had 6 jobs at one point. I was one of those people, and it's scary to think about yourself doing all that, so I get it. Anyway, let's roll the dice and see what gift you will be getting. Hopefully it's a new bed, new bed, new sheets, new reason to stay home. Alright, so 19. We have 19. We have travel. You might be traveling somewhere. You might be traveling to a friend's house, family member's house. You might be taking a vacation. But whatever it may be, there's something here that you're either looking forward to or you might have to travel to. Okay, so hopefully it's for the holiday season, so it's not too much of a travel back and forth. But anyway, hopefully this helped you out in some way, Pisces. And if you would like, you can always donate to the channel with the tips and gratuity from Buy Me a Coffee. You can donate there. Any price will do. I'll still give you the same blessing, either abundance worthy or prosperity worthy. So it'll help you through 2022. Alright, so you have a little bit of backing so you don't have to work so hard. Anyway, Pisces, I will see you in the next reading, alright? You take care of yourself, alright? Bye now.